The next type of velocity problem is a little bit different. So this time we're going to be solving for the distance. So this one says, how far did it travel? So we have a different catapult throwing a different rock at a different speed. And so the numbers are all going to be different, but we're going to use the same equation that we've been using. Velocity equals change in position divided by the change in time. Except now we're not solving for velocity, we're solving for position, or for the change in position. And so in order to do that, we need to get position by itself. So our little shorthand for our notation, for our equation is V equals delta P divided by delta T. And we want to get delta P by itself. So what I'll do is I will multiply both sides of my equation by delta T. So we have a delta T over here and multiply by delta T over here. And when I do that, I have delta T cancel out on this side and just multiplied over there. So let's write our new version of the equation. We have, we'll use black here, I have delta T times V, the velocity, equals delta P, the change in position. And so what we need to do now is fill in this information from our question. So let's start with finding delta T. When we look at the question, delta T is going to be the only thing that has to do with time, in this case, 7 seconds. That's how much time went by while the rock was in the air. And so let's go ahead and plug in 7 seconds right here. Then what we need to do is find the velocity that is given in the question. So we look back up here. Velocity is 300 meters per second. So let's plug that in. This is 300. And so what we do next is we solve for that. And so you plug that in your calculator, or if you're quick, you might notice that 7 times 3 is 21, and then we just add 2 zeros. So our answer would be 2,100, or 2100. And that answer will be in units of meters, because that's what we are looking for here. And if we want to double check ourselves, this was seconds. This was meters per second. It's a bad looking M, sorry. Well, seconds on top, just like we did before. If I multiply seconds and divide by seconds, it cancels out. And so I'm left with meters.